Leo ni leo, asemaye kesho ni muongo, tumefika Diaspora Connect. My name is Neville, your home plug. So delighted to have you, the most important person right here on Citizen TV. And we are here till late just to make sure to connect with all our loved ones from across the world. Plus, I'll be letting you know of those different stories from all over the world by Kenyans who are making sure, you know, they are raising that flag high, and also those stories which are full of grit, resilience, hope, started from the bottom and all the way to the top. So you are in the right place. Plus, leo tunaenda maju. Yes, we'll be doing that and a whole heap of vibes, so you don't even need to worry. All you need to do is connect with us. Use the hashtag Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV Kenya pale kwenye X app. Make sure you pull up on us, come through. And also, we want to see your salams. My WhatsApp number is on your screen. All you need to do is send in your video, put your phone in landscape mode. Ndo tuone background yote na pia itoshe kila pali kwa TV. Send them through on that number, and when you send in your video, make sure you tell us where you're tuned in from. Watu wetu wa maju, Qatar, US, Europa, Asia, anywhere you are in the world, make sure you send in your salams. Na pia, in case your loved ones ako huko maju na umeona hii namba yetu, watumie hiyo namba manze. Waambie, let us connect via TV, because you know, coming on to Diaspora Connect, hapa ni nusu ya kuonana. Ama vipi? Yes sir, and today tuko na show nyingine moto kabisa. And before we go anywhere, nataka niwa introduce to our lovely queen and DJ who will be serving not only the baddest tunes from the 254 but beyond, and she's called DJ Kenny. How are you? Come through. Nataka usalimie watu. Kuja tu. Mafans wako hapa kwenye TV wamekumisa, wametaka kuninio. Hebu wapige hey.
Hi.
How are you today? Uko aje lakini uko poa?
Niko poa kabisa.
Nice. Where can guys find you on social media, na jina yako ni gani?
My name, I go by the name DJ Kenny. You can find me on social media. IG, I go by the name DJ Kenny. TikTok, I go by the name DJ Kenny. YouTube, I go by the name DJ Kenny.
Oh, nice. And what type of songs can today guys expect on the ones and twos?
Well, a little bit of everything, like, you know, African, you know.
Above and beyond, US, UK.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I love that. And let me ask you this before you go anywhere, because this is a question I also want to ask you as you're at home. You know, right now you're in Kenya, we're in Kenya. If I was to give you a chance to live in another African country, which other country are you picking?
I'm gonna pick Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Yeah.
Unataka kuwa sabi girl?
Yes, of course. Like, I love everything about Nigerians,
okay.
How they talk, and yeah, I just love
So
Nigeria.
you pick Nigeria?
Yeah.
Okay, sawa basi, you at home, let us know, because you are the most important person on the show. Use the hashtag Diaspora Connect. If you had to live in any other African country, what's na US, what's na UK, African country, ni country gani umepick? Mbona DJ Kenny amepick Nigeria, wewe ungepick gani? And Kenny, pale kwenye ones and twos, I want you to go give us something, so kindly, rudi pale kwenye next baze. So as you are getting interactive with us, we have a whole heap of vibes coming up for you, and this is how they're looking. Tonight on Diaspora Connect, we celebrate inspiring Kenyans making waves across the world. From Germany, Millicent has a story of resilience that will move you. Also, in the UK, meet Flavian, a Kenyan-born pig farmer shaking up the UK agricultural scene. Also tonight, Maureen, aka Vanessa, wears many hats. She's a UN Youth Ambassador, nurse, author, and former beauty queen. We have her on the show tonight. We also meet Angie Clark, an engineering project manager at Apple, podcast host and entrepreneur in the US of A. And on the ones and twos, spinning all the biggest tunes, DJ Kenny. Kabisa maze, as you can see, show imeweza mbaya sana, and I love it. So make sure you continue interacting with us. Remember, our question of the day iko pale kwenye social media, #TubiaDiaspora Connect. One question, simple: if you could live in any other African country apart from right here in the 254, ingekuwa gani? Na pia kama uko majuu manze, let us know, get interactive with us. We'll be reading some of your interactions as the show rolls on. And don't forget, at Diaspora Connect KE, that's our Instagram page. Cheza na DM pale, slide through, because we definitely want to hear from you. And talking about wanting to hear from you, uko tayari kuenda maju? Yes, I am. Make sure you get all your documents. Umepack toothpaste, toothbrush, lotion, vitu za kujipaka, kitu ya kuswim pia, and also something cold, because where we are going is the United Kingdom. And today, a story of a Kenyan who is mashing up the place, who is causing a lot of ruckus when it comes to the agricultural sector. So, tuende and let's meet one of the Kenyans right now. Anaitwa Flavian. Niaje bro?
Niko sawa, how are you?
Manze niko easy kabisa. How are you doing this ni afternoon, si ndio? UK, what time is it?
Huku ni jioni, it's nearly 9 o'clock.
Uko area gani United Kingdom?
Niko pali inaitwa Fareham, so it's like about an hour from London.
Okay, manze. Yeah. So we are delighted to have you, of course, right here on Diaspora Connect. And nataka yani niingililie life yako kidogo tu, na pia tuambie wa Kenya about some good things that you have accomplished. First of all, tell me about your story ya kuingia huko maju, because I see the farm you're at, naona mapigs pale. Talk to me about the journey ya kutoka Kenya mpaka UK before tupige tour ya farm.
Yeah, so jani yangu, I came here when I was 15 because my dad alipata kazi huku, and then since then I wanted kufanya vet medicine, but then sikupata the grades, alafu nikaenda kufanya kazi kwa farm for 1 year as like work experience, and then after that I went to uni and I've not looked back since. So I've always been farming since 2010.
Oh wow, that's such a cool kind of story, because mi sijui kama ningeanza farming that earlier on in life. But talk to me also about move from farming, because tunajua hapa mtaani hapa Kenya farming is such a big deal, but sasa umefarm in a different kind of area, especially UK. Talk to me about that experience.
So I think at the whole time since 2010 it's been quite good. Na ana watu wale nimefanya kazi nao, nimepata msaada from very many people. There are aspects of it, obviously being someone that's not from this country, coming into it a few times, there's times you feel like, oh, okay, I'm not welcome here. But then it's like, kama mzungu akija kufanya ukulima Kenya, they'll probably experience the same thing. So I don't dwell on the negative too much. There is definitely more positives than negatives.
And when it comes to different kinds of weather, because the weather huku Kenya na huko patterns, sijui kama also that is one of the factors that you looked at?
Huku, if kama weather was the determining factor, I wouldn't be a farmer, because baridi, my friend. Huku kuna baridi sana. Even now it's nearly 9 o'clock and I'm stood here. If I stood here for another hour, I'd be cold. So weather here, I think ni vizuri that we have 4 seasons, like summer, spring, autumn and winter. So the land changes, the animals change, like our pigs. If you look at them now, they've lost some of their hair because it's hot, and it helps them saidia kukua cool. But then in the winter, they get more hair and they become hairier to help them keep warm. So I think the seasons are good in a way, but if I had a choice, I'd rather farm in Kenya than here.
Wow. What quite a selection. And also talk to me more about the pig farming that you're doing right now, because umesema manze, you've known these animals, umejua wakati wa baridi nini. Tell me more of how you've thrived in it, and also opportunities that you've seen come up from this.
So the thrive part, I'd say yoni present continuous. I'm trying to thrive. I'm still thriving. And there's a bit of a argument kanaendelea hapo. So I'd say pig-wise, actually the first first time nilifanya kazi na pigs was in Githurai at my uncle's farm, and that's where my love for pigs started in Kenya. So if it wasn't going to my uncle's farm, I don't think I would have farmed with pigs. And then in the UK, the systems are quite good. Like we have a butchery as well, and we sell the meat to the public. Tukona business yet that cooks food for people. Like this afternoon, I went and did a barbecue for someone's party. So there's so many avenues that you can sell the meat without relying on selling it wholesale.
And I'm also seeing other structures on the land. Are there other animals apart from the pigs that you keep together? And what are those structures about?
So these are pig huts. So this is where the pigs sleep at night, or the mothers with piglets. And they're insulated. So in the summer, if it's too hot, you can open it like this, and it's much cooler than being outside. And then, oh, my friend's following me here. And then hii ni feeder. So wakati nguruwe ziko na watoto kama hivi, badala ya kuzilisha mara moja kwa siku, unaweka chakula hapa ndani, alafu zinajiregulate zenyewe as they eat. So ni kama kuwa na buffet hivi, because when they are breastfeeding the little ones, they need as much energy as possible.
Hey!
And yeah.
Hey,
and then,
kweli. Na I like that because kusema ukweli mimi najua kuna pali pengine pigs zinalala tu nje hazijaekewa ka pig hut. And also I love the fact that there is a feeding kind of system where you're saying even the pigs kuna systems imejua, you know, when to start, when to regulate themselves when it comes to feeding. So I like that you are really about your craft. What other things are on the farm that make life easier?
What other things on the farm makes it easier? I'll just walk towards the butcher now and talk. So
nice.
On the farm, I'm hoping to get a tractor soon, which will help moving kaku movies or huts sometimes as well, and small things even like this here. That's water pipe to save kuja all the way from the farm this way to give them water. I just have a water trough there and have the pipe, and it goes straight to there. So the pigs constantly have water, because pigs always need to have water.
Also, I like that you've also talked about prefer doing the pig farming, or taking care of your pigs, back here in 254. Why is that, and what are some of the things that you can easily introduce that you've learned in the UK back here in the 254?
I think the first thing I would introduce, because every time nikiongea na watu Kenya and people ask me about pig farming, everyone is so sort of hung up or obsessed with having building a structure for pigs, like kutumia simiti na mawe. And those pigs you saw there, all I have there is a car battery and the energizer, which can easily be shipped from here to Kenya. I don't even know if they are there in Kenya or not. But if they are not, we can ship that to Kenya, have metal wire, and you train the pigs over some time, and zinawekwa ndani tu na wire. So huhitaji ku spend all that money kujenga structure with simiti. Zile nyumba umeona pale ni za mabati. Tuko na watu wengi wa jua kali nyumbani. You just get mabati, when I fold, make like a square frame with mbao, and that's a hut. So I think back home we have so many opportunities, but maybe it's people don't think about them or see them as opportunities, or maybe it's a system that's not allowing people to grasp these opportunities. But my goal is to replicate what I'm doing here back home in Kenya one day.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing, and hopefully you've spoken it into existence na hiyo ni manifestation. So uliongelea butchery when it comes to also you are getting your meat, selling and doing the whole 360. Talk to us more about this butchery and why it was important also to bring both things together.
So if you look at the butchery now, so this is the main part of the farm. So that machine there is that's our catering machine. And then butchery just here. So it's a shipping container. It's 8 meters, I think, 20 feet. And then you only free through from the back of a lorry. that is attached there. So let's just go in quickly.
Oh, nice. That's so amazing. These are some of the things we get to see only on Diaspora Connect. I love it.
Yeah,
Hey.
so this is to stop flies.
Okay. I like
And
that.
then here we are. So that's a block where I iniminsa. So kama natengeneza ini slice ya bacon. Hiyo ni sausage filler, and then a few other bits there, sausage casings. That's a machine to wrap sausages. And then I have freezers here. I've got a vacuum packer, that's a thing to kill flies. And then in here, this is a fridge. So anyone that doesn't like seeing dead animals or meat, look away now. There's the meat in there, as you can see.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Yani hata nyama imewekwa kistaarabu. It looks so good. Sijawahi nyona nyama inakaa vizuri hivyo. But I love the fact that you have everything. It's like a one-stop shop, as you've said, sausages, bacon. Oh! Hizo unatutumia hapa to enjoy.
Sausages are there.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I love it. And when you talk to me also about just setting up the whole thing, was it too expensive? Is it something that you could easily put up and you can put up even others in different parts of America, or was it something that was a bit of a challenge putting up?
I think using the word easily is probably misleading, because I think a squeezy, a lot of people like getting things quickly, and there's no way you can get something that will last long quickly. So I think most of the things when it comes to farming, you have to wait. Like if you're waiting kama unangojea mvua, if you plant something na unangojea mvua, you can't rush rain. If you're waiting for the sun, you can't rush the sun. So I think most things with farming, you need planning. You need to know your end market or your end goal. So like for me, for pigs, or for anyone back home, unataka kuwa na nguruwe, you think, where am I selling my pigs to? And then work back. Don't usinunue nguruwe, look after those pigs for 1 year and then think, oh, I need to sell these pigs, where do I go now? Always start from the end and work back. In terms of cost, we took a loan from the bank, which is ongoing, and we're still paying it now. And I would say if I took the same loan in Kenya, I'd probably do way more than I have here, because obviously there's a difference in how much cheaper things are. Labor is cheaper in Kenya than here as well. So I'd say it's definitely doable. I just need more. I need more time.
More time.
And and more human resources, because at the moment, my wife Nikki works part-time. We have a small man, he's 22 months old, that needs looking after as well. So most of the time on the farm, it's just me. So I do the farming, I do the butchery, I do the catering, any marketing that needs doing, like on social media or on our online shop, I do that as well. So at the moment, I think I've reached a stage where I'm nearly maxing my capacity. So I just need probably to get someone else to come on the farm reliably, and then it can offload me to go do something else.
Oh, wow. So I'm sure I don't know if you've wanted to employ a few people here and there. I don't know if you've had guys who've reached out to you, especially Kenyans or other people in your area, because as you've said, I'm sure as the farm grows, as you grow your business, I'm sure you'll need more manpower.
Yes, definitely. But then the thing is with employment is that reliability. A lot of people ask for employment and they think about the money, but then you're not thinking, am I going to be reliable? Am I going to work enough to warrant being paid this amount of money? And currently, my best employer, or most reliable that doesn't complain, is this guy here.
What's his name?
Rex. He never complains. He's always excited to go to work. So So I think if most humans were like Rex and never complained, then
Hopefully Rex will come to Kenya when you visit home.
Stay there. Well, I wish it was that easy to bring a dog, but I just thought I'd show you, as it's a Kenyan channel, it would be rude to come to a Kenyan farm without seeing mbuzi. So I have 3 dengues here. I'm just approaching them now. Can you see them?
Yeah, I can from a distance. At least you're getting closer to them.
Yeah, they are. So these are our billy goats. So this one is called Duke, the white one is Eddie, and the black one is Caecilius. And can you see what they have on their neck?
A bit closer. Oh.
Yeah, so that's an electric collar.
Okay.
So because our fencing is not the best, I've trained them to be able to work with these electric collars. So I have an app on my phone, and I got this from another farmer. Akuna mkulima huko kuna mbuzi wengi, akanirentia hizi collars. So on your phone you have an app, and you draw a map of the field, and then once you place the collars in this field, it's like a virtual boundary. So the goats can't go past. They can't go past that fence, and the boundary goes all the way down, all the way along there, all the way past those trees to the end. So they stay here. Unless I move them on the app, they can't go anywhere.
Hey.
Because if they move past the boundary, they get an electric shock.
Wow. Hey, electric collar, that is quite something. I think I'm hearing electric collar for the first time right here on Diaspora Connect. And before we let you go, Flavian Maze, I want you to do our tradition right here. I'm sure there are people who are watching you from back home. Niko sure kuna waswana kuwatch from UK. I want you to send your salam. Salimia watu wote. Niko sure ulipata ka list fulani kwenye messages, but send in your salams to everybody watching.
Asante sana to everyone. Kila mtu amewatch. Salamu to all the places I stayed in: Kilifi, Mombasa, Kericho, Kisumu, my Dani in Gombe, Dala. Salamu to them as well. My family from mom's side in Kikuyu, Githurai, Thika, all of them. Salam, salam, salam.
Hey.
And asante for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, bro. As we said, this show, one of the main reasons we had to put it on the air is because we had to highlight all those amazing stories by Kenyans, and you're one of those Kenyans who is out there doing what needs to be done, and salute to you, and thank you very much. And hopefully when you come down back to the 254 to get all that knowledge on pig farming plus more. Plus I'm sure familia pia watabambika sana kukuja 254 na kujinai. So big shout out to you, Flavia, na asante sana. And that's exactly what we usually about right here on Diaspora Connect. When you need connections, when you need stories by real Kenyans, we deliver it right here on Diaspora Connect. Also, send in your salams, because that's also one way in which we connect. Use that hashtag Diaspora Connect. And when you send in your salams, my WhatsApp number is on your screen. You see this WhatsApp number? Send in your salams. Tuma hizo video. Salimia wawili, watatu, wanne. Kama uko diaspora, kama uko majuu, umemiss watu, make sure umewapiga big up. Classmates, watu ulikuwa unaishi nao kwenye estate flani, baze. People you also grew up with, usisahau mseyote, send in your salams to our number and we'll be getting to all those responses. Plus, don't forget, I'm interacting with you on social media, asking you what other African country would you love to live in. You know, even if you're from Kenya, you'd love to live in another African country. Kama uko TZ na wewe ni Mkenya na watch, which other African country would you love? And make sure you use that hashtag Diaspora Connect, and that's where we get all your interactions from. Na pia pale kwenye Instagram, pale kwenye DMs, make sure you fall into our DMs. Let us know all those good things that are happening. And talking about good things that are happening, as you can see, our hashtag is Diaspora Connect, and there's a lot of things that are happening on our timeline right now. As you can see, Dre Paula anasema on today's question, mimi African country naweza taka kuishi apart from Kenya, naweza choose Morocco, and you sneak into Portugal and Spain. Wewe, hapana, hakuna cha sneak in. You get your papers the right way, ndo kila kitu ikuwe aire kabisa. So make sure you let us know all those countries or that African country that you would love to live in apart from the one that you are in right here in the 254. Also, Chungulia kwa hapa anasema, hey, my name is Aurelia. I would really like to say hi to my sister in the US. Yes, tunachukua pia salams. Hi Diaspora Connect. anajita conscience slang hapa, anasema amekuwa kituning. I want to say anyone can be a father but it takes a real man. Yes, anasema Neville, luku imeenda shule. Bro, hii luku yangu inakuwa juu yako, man. You are the most important person on the show, so anytime you're here lazima ni make sure nime represent. I am Gloria. Nataka kupitisha salamu yangu to my husband Ian Mwangangi in the US Alabama State kwenyewe. So keep on sliding into our DMs. I'll be reading all. Moses from Thika anapenda kutuma salamu ama angependa kuishi South Africa. Wow, South Africa is definitely an amusing place. And talking about amusing, DJ Kenny on the ones and twos. She'll be giving us a short mix, but before I get there, I have a very good friend of mine. She's called Lavenda. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
You're good?
Yes.
I'll be chatting with you in a few. Also, we've asked guys what other African country they would love to live in. I'm getting to your answer in a few. So keep on getting interactive with us. But in the meantime, in between time, DJ Kenny, take us away. Cheza, 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 cheza. Play me some.
All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scattered. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scattered. All my enemies are suffering. Enemies, frenemies, it's me with that energy. You never know me, don't like me, no apology. The jealousy, watching me go overseas. You will never know, no peace. Let me win, winning this economy. Prepare a table for me, ready for my enemies, so they can see I'm living in my prophecies. I will never know no shame. When I want to jam on, kill and then go aganga. When you want on your mouth, I get on the Makayanga. Baba Sairanga, Baba Sairanga. Mommy wine and Zaibe, Mommy wine and Tabade. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scattered. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All my enemies are suffering. All their plans are scattered. All my enemies are suffering. See the stars align. When I see my enemies, I shoot on sight. I they smile by day and they scheme by night. They will never be my life. Let me sing a song of victory. Prepare a supper for me, ready for my enemies. They Judas me, trying to kiss me on my teeth. They will never see my shine. Oh, when I want to jam on, get in.
Hey! DJ Kenny on the ones and twos, maze mazuri ametuandalia. And as you've heard there, man like BN with the winner's anthem. All my enemies are suffering. Hata kama wasuffer in this particular moment, kuna time itafika, sindio? I love it. Make sure you keep on getting interactive with us on the hashtag Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV Kenya. That's where you can get us. And talking about getting us an opportunity to travel again, as usual, per usual, atakasai tuende all the way to US of A. Tuongee na Mkenya wetu maarufu sana, anaitwa Vanessa. Mambo vipi?
Salama sana.
Hey, good to see you. How are you doing today? Vibe yako iko aje leo?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Si tuko fantastic. Tukikuona tunabambika even more. Vanessa, can you still hear me? Unaniona bado? Kwa sababu nilikuwa nimefurahi sana kukuona, but
lakini unapotea.
Oh, napotea kidogo tu, lakini na saa hii unanisikia, unaniona vizuri?
Yeah, nakusikia.
Kabisa manze. Thank you very much for taking the time out to join us right now. Tell guys where you are in the US, ni saa ngapi, and what activities would you be doing today?
Okay, right now it's 3 p.m. I'm in Minnesota. And apparently I was at work. I just finished my shift.
Just finished your shift. So what happens after your shift? Do you just directly go home and chill out? Ama kuna kuwaga na afters hapa na pale, kuingia masehemu nini nini?
It all depends. I'm a lady's up and downs. I have 2 jobs. At times I get from one job to the other. So I'll just go home, rest, and then I'm going in for another job at night.
Ah, okay. Tell me, because of course we know we have loved ones, we have friends and family who are just like you. When they leave one job, they're rushing to the next or resting in between. Tell us some of those amazing things that you do in America.
My life is boring.
Don't say that. I'm sure it's interesting in many ways.
This country is very lonely, and I'll say the moments, the little moments you get with friends, we cherish it because the way the economy moves around here, it's one at a time. You get to the highway, you've been asking yourself what people running, where are they running to? But everyone is kind of in their old world, focusing in whatever they're doing, and that is how it's moving around here.
Ah, and for those who are seeing you for the first time right now and maybe don't know your story, maybe you can tell them, how was your journey from Kenya to the US? Was it an easy kind of journey? How did you get there? Just give me that scoop.
My story is interesting because I've been traveling before, working as a UN representative. I've been coming in to join conferences in New York, all the way to Washington, different states, before I won a green card in 2019. And my green card in 2019, unfortunately, it was the second green card that I got. I won green card twice in 2014, but I didn't travel. I didn't say that I didn't have any interest of traveling, but I was on the cutoff line of people who were supposed to travel. So my case number was around 80,000, and that was the cutoff line for me. So nilikuwa tu chini kidogo. And then in 2019, I happened to win a green card again. And this time I had to look at it again. You know, our African parents, they'll be like, you're leaving an opportunity, go. But this time round, apparently my parents didn't know about it because I didn't want them to get stressed the way they were stressed in the one in 2014, looking for money around so that I can travel, and I didn't travel. And so this time round, I did everything by myself, looked for all the cash and all the process. And the time that I was leaving embassy, that is the time I gave the call to my mom and told her I won a green card, and I'm just coming out from the interview, and I got the visa to the US.
Oh, that's such a terrific story. And you didn't get haukuvunjika moyo, you weren't disheartened by the fact that yes, you did get it the first time, but pesa ya tikiti and these other things, you weren't disheartened. What kept you going still, even receiving it for the second time and still pursuing it?
Looking at it, the reason why I really wanted to come to the US, I can't really say I really wanted to come to the US, but this is an opportunity. I looked at it again. Looks so funny, but that is when I had my breakup. And I was kind of feeling like already Kenya imenichosha, and I found out this is an opportunity for me to at least widen up my mind and look at things in a larger scale. And when I was in Kenya, I really wanted to do something in the medical, but I wasn't smart enough to. So we missed those points. And when I talked to someone in the US and told us, here they don't look at any grades, they don't mind where you're coming from. All you need to come here is come and pass the entry exams to your medical, your nursing, whatever thing that you want to do. And that is what really gave me the peace of mind to come. But at the same time, you see, when you get these visa to come to the US, they usually give you a span of 6 months to prepare yourself and come to the US. But mimi ni nani? I was still undecided, and actually almost finished all those 6 months in Kenya towards the time that it was almost getting to the close down of the COVID. And because already my parents were aware about my visa, my mom she always has this high blood pressure, and I kind of found out that it was really disturbing her so much. The reason why I'm not going out of I'm going out of Kenya. So I had to leave. And that is how I started my life over here.
Okay, a story of ups and downs, but still inspirational nevertheless. Also, you have many hats, you juggle many hats. As you have seen from some of your photos, you are in a beauty pageant. You've talked about traveling in many different areas because of the UN. You're really passionate about the youth. You're a nurse. How do you balance all these many different traits, and how do you balance many different aspects of your life?
That's a question that I really don't have an answer to tell you how I balance, but I have tried. One lady with resilience, and I've really tried to discover myself. As I told you, me coming to the US, it was more of trying to discover who am I and what potentials I can. And when I was coming over, in between there, I got depression, and at the same time, I got myself into mental health, getting into therapies, and I was, unfortunately, my therapist had told me either to be in school or work alone. But at this point, I couldn't leave either one of them because I don't have family here in the US. It's just me alone. And still I need the funds. Still I need to get to school. I still need to survive. I still need to pay the bills. So I kept on pushing myself so that I don't get myself into a point of my mind is so idle to a point that I could break down. So I decided to look for things around, discover myself. And that is why from the pictures that you have, you can see I've been doing decoration. I'm a decorator. At the same time, I'm a makeup artist, and I'm a motivational speaker, and all sorts of things. I try around. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Jack of all trades. And you've talked about motivation and the things that you're talking about. I'm sure there's guys from back home right here who are watching you, who are aspiring or already have that ambition or already are in the process of going to America. What would you tell them? What would you encourage them, especially when it comes to coming abroad? What would you tell them that prepares them for the life there? What are some of the tips and tricks that you've used, especially when you talk about also mental health, overcoming such adversities?
Yeah, coming here, I won't tell them that it's a bad thing or a good thing. It all depends on what's your intention when you come here, the focus that you put yourself into. Because when I got here, I became a banker. I was a banker for 2 years before discovering that I really am not into the passion of banking, and I got myself into the medical field. But at the same time, it all depends with the space that you are around you. The people who you live with, the people who advise you, they matter a lot, because you can't do this alone. Nobody will tell you that you will achieve this alone. You have to have some support system behind you to push you along. And I can say I got the best support system once I got to the US, the first years that I was here. And at the same time, with us looking up to the space of social media, discovering what different spaces that you are, wherever you go, me going to the bank and meeting the people in the bank, socializing with them and getting to know how the US network is, really helped me a lot.
Okay.
And
I like that. I'm sure guys are picking up on all those tricks and tips that you're giving them. And let's also talk about, you've talked about mental health. We've had a few experts who've come to the show and they've talked about the same thing, US getting a bit lonely or diaspora getting a bit lonely. Was there some Kenyan communities, was there some people that you reached out to so that, you better your mental health? And how did you get to a better mental health kind of space?
Yeah, we do have Kenyan communities, and but the problem with us Kenyans, in general, I can say, or let me specifically say about myself. One person who was drawn into being in the independent space, and when I came to the US and I found myself breaking down, I didn't expect it. And to this point, it was hard for me to face anyone for either a shoulder to lean on or anything that I really wanted to. Because for one, I was in a space in Kenya that how people looked at me, how people perceived me, I was in a better space. And here comes where I am in the US and I'm crying on my side here. I want to tell people that how much I'm suffering here, but no one wants to hear about that, or you don't know exactly who you can face and you don't know how they can take it in. But I'll tell people that it's good to speak up, because by the time I decided to speak up, I'll say it was kind of too late for me because it had already broken me down. But the little space that I got after me breaking down, after me getting myself a therapist, it really helped me speak up.
Yes, one of the best things ever is, the first step of recovery is speaking up and letting guys around you know that there is a problem, So I'm glad you got to that point, and also you overcame that, and you're, much better right now. You have a better glow on you, so big up yourself. And also, the reason why we have this show is because of people like you. We know out there is tough. We know out there is not the easiest place to be, but you being there, overcoming that, wearing those many different hats, empowering the youth still. So thank you very much, and receive your biggest salutes, and asante sana.
Asante pia.
Yes, and before we let you go, tradition yetu si unaitambua? Ama utambui tradition yetu?
I wasn't prepared for
Well, our tradition right here is kutuma salams. Unajua, because niko na watu kutoka hapa nyumbani ambao wanakuona sasa hivi wanasema Vanessa wewe nakukumbuka vizuri sana. So tuma salams ya wase wako hapa mtaani back home in Kenya, and also send some salams, of course, friends and family, watu wako US pia, iende sana.
Okay, basi nitatuma salamu to one and only my hubby, who's very supportive, very much, who has pushed me when I really was low. He's back in Kenya. Also my daughter, Ashley. I love you so much, baby girl. I love you all. I also want to say hi to my parents from both sides, also my siblings, all my friends back in Kenya also. I can't mention all of them, but nimetuma salamu wote.
Hapo sawa baze. And before I let you go, ningependa kuona mandhari yako, like background pali huko, cause naona mti huko nyuma na inakaa iko best kabisa, but what's in your background? What are you seeing ambayo sisi wengine hatuoni?
I can show you around.
Hey, ulikuwa umeficha white bana. Hiyo ni mandhari tamu sana. Where is that? Hapo ni hudi yenu inaitwaje hapo pali huko?
This is in Bloomington.
Hey, wow. Unaona umetufunza kitu mpya hapo. Thank you very much, Vanessa. Tunakushukuru sana, and I'm sure when you come back home usiogope. Hapa Citizen TV tunakuaga in the area. Pitia vaze.
Sawa, asante sana.
Thank you very
for having
much.
me.
Thank you. We appreciate you so much. And that, as I said, another Kenyan story kutoka far yonder, yani pale USA, because we always have to get you these stories ndo ukiwa pale nyumbani, ukijiprepare, ama kama tayari uko na vitu zako tayari. This is just to show you, give you those tips, give you those trips, and also give you those stories by Kenyans who are doing it and who are accomplishing many different things in a good kind of way. You know, my name is Neville. I'm your home plug, always connecting you with the people, stories, and good things happening around us. Use that hashtag Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV Kenya when you come through. Remember, I was asking you, the most important person on the show, which other African country would you love to live in? Uko hapa 254, uko hapa Kenya, una enjoy all these good things right here. But ni country gani out there in Africa especially that you have seen and you're like, hey, hapa naweza enda na nitese mbaya sana. And I want to read some of your responses, especially on the hashtag Diaspora Connect pale kwenye X app. I see Jonte amecome through, anasema niaje Neville, big up yourself. Mimi ningependa kuishi Tunisia. Tunisia wanaka wameweza mbaya sana, plus their ladies. Hey, vijana ni ladies pekee ama kuna? Anyway, it's all right, it's your choice. Naona hapa kuna Auma na come through, anasema Diaspora Connect. I love the stories that are going on. Big up Citizen TV. Also, an African country that I love to live in is Namibia. Hey, Namibia on the list. I love that. Also, this is Jessica coming through all the way from Tanzania. Hey, Tanzania mupo. Jessica says, munafanya kazi nzuri sana pale Citizen TV. Asanteni sana. Sisi wa Kenya twashukuru sana hapa Tanzania. Another African country I would love to live in is Ethiopia because of the coffee. Oh, kweli kabisa. Coffee pale Ethiopia inaweza weza mbaya sana. And also, right here on the Hangout, I have the lovely Lavender. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Kwa salama lakini?
Kabisa.
You know, I'm asking guys what other African country they would love to live in.
Yeah.
Especially wewe uko hapa Kenya. What other African country do you see out there and you're like, hey, hapa pali naweza ishi naweza tesa mbaya sana. Niambie country na niambie kwa nini.
I'd really love to live in South Africa, in Cape Town,
Cape Town, South Africa.
Yes.
Why is this?
I feel like there's much more freedom.
Freedom in terms of
Yeah.
what? Hapa si unatembea usiku, hapa huwezi tembea.
A little bit expression.
Expression.
Yeah, expression unatafuta kidogo to South Africa.
Nilikuwa nadhani ni ya mapiano unatafuta.
Hapana. Not
The
really.
expression. I love it. For guys who are watching you back at home and they don't know about you, tell them about yourself, what you do, and those good things.
Also, my name is Lavender Kamar, and I am a hair beauty, fashion and lifestyle influencer.
Hey.
On both Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, all platforms.
All
generally,
platforms.
yeah.
I love it. And when you're talking to people on social media, especially, I'm sure you have guys from the diaspora reaching out to you, asking you about many different products and stuff. How do you draw that line between huyu ni msee anakaa ako serious na huyu ni msee anakaa ni kama he's trying to take me for a joke? How do you separate that line?
It's actually very hard to separate the line because when someone approaches you, maybe via DM, you never know what they want. They'll say hi, but you have to be nice. You know, as a public figure, you have to be nice and always be, say, polite and friendly. So
hospitable.
That you know, exactly, so that you know what they want. So from Apple, like after you've been friendly, you'll know what they want. So that's how I usually do it. But I'm very, very polite. So I reply all my DMs. So after umesema hi, we'll know.
No, we'll know.
From hapo tutajua unataka nini.
Okay. And when it comes to products, because najua watu wa diaspora kuna vitu msee anatumia US ama kuna kitu msee anatumia UK that they love to have it right here in Kenya, or do it right here in Kenya. Are those some of the questions that you get, and is it something that you advise guys?
Yes, actually I do, because someone will want to get something from the UK, and they'll ask how will I get it to Kenya, how will I import it?
Yes.
So there's ways usually that I recommend, the ones that I've used. Ambia mtu you can use this and this to get the products back in Kenya.
Because I know that's usually a big deal. Kama mimi nikitaka kuimport kitu na fikiria hapana, wacha tu niende kwa shop ni buy because of all the hustle that I think
it's and time, because watu wengine pia hawana hiyo patience ya kungoja maybe a month for something.
Mimi siwezi. Nikinunua kitu sahi nataka niishike sahi.
Exactly.
So, I definitely understand that. We'll continue talking to Lavender about many different things, especially watu wa diaspora. Tunajua tutajua maneno yenu na tutakuwa tukiwapea hiyo matamu. And don't forget, keep on interacting with us. Hashtag ya kutumia ni Diaspora Connect. What other African country would you love to live in apart from the 254 right here? Na pia kama umesikia msee ako TZ na wewe Mkenya, which other country ungependa kuishi, si ndio? Let us know. And talking about letting us know, sahi nataka tena tuende majuu. Yes, nataka tuende majuu in a good kind of way. Nataka tuende all the way till Finland na tuongee na msichana wetu anaitwa Millicent. Millicent, haya mambo vipi? Sijui kama Mili umenisikia uko poa? Uko Germany?
Niko Germany, niko Finland.
Oh, uko Germany. How do you greet someone in German?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Is that for morning or for all the times?
No, that is like just a good day, literally a good day.
Guten Tag. Safi. Mili umeniputon.
Now we can say Guten Nacht.
Guten Nacht.
Yes. Good night.
Oh, that's good night. Guten Tag, Guten Nacht. Kumbe Kijerumani manze si kigumu vile. Was it easy for you learning the language when you got there, ama ilikuwa kizungumkuti kidogo?
Kijerumani is very, very, very difficult language.
So it took you a bit of time before getting it, ama pia sahi bado you're still also in the process of learning it fully?
No, actually, I've been living here over 31 years.
Yes, and you're still getting to know it some more.
Yes, learning, you learn until you go to the grave. I'm always learning something.
Yeah, totally, Millicent. Thank you very much for joining us right here on Diaspora Connect. We're really glad to have you, and of course, yearning to hear your story and also get to uplift others by listening to you, because you have a unique kind of story that is not only about starting from the bottom, but it's also about getting up there and continuing to rise. So for those people who are seeing you for the first time, maybe you could tell them who Millicent is.
Okay, my name is Millicent Akotholo, and I was born in Kenya, Siaya, a small little village called Nyadhi. So my story is a very, very long story. It's a pillar of hope, actually. So it's a long story. I was born, and then my mom died when I was 1 year old, and then we were raised by my dad. Actually, my dad was very, very, very poor, so we could not, even my siblings could not actually go to school. Me and my brother, we struggled up to primary school, and after that, my dad could not pay the school fees. So we ended up somewhere in the village somewhere, and like always a little young girl, so they ended up like the old people were bringing my dad people to let me get married, and my dad actually refused, and my dad said, nope, my child is not for sale. So I ended up actually not marrying those old men, and somehow in the middle of struggle, so actually I don't want to tell all my story because I wrote a book here. It's called A Pillar of Hope, Dreams of a Little Hunter Girl. So that's why I ended up writing a book, because actually I was sexually abused when I was a 4-year-old by my uncle several times. And I could not tell anybody, like I could not tell my parents, I could not tell my auntie. And it was so bad. It was so bad. That's why I started like, I have to fight child sexual abuse, because it's still going on. I'm pretty sure it's still going on. And child sexual abuse is not just African issue. It is a global crisis. So even here it happens a lot. It's just a lot of people, either you abuse, just silent you don't talk about it, or you're scared, or you just think that nobody cares or nobody will listen to you. But it took me years and years, and I never told my dad, actually. So I started writing a book, and as you see here, I started writing this book just with no laptop. I came to Germany early 90s, so I didn't have a laptop, I didn't have no internet, I could not speak the language. Man, it was so tough. It was so tough. So I ended up in Nairobi, actually. After struggling in the village, I ended up in Nairobi. In Nairobi, I lived in Kariobangi, Orios, Korokocho. We were sharing a small little, just those boxes. If you live in Nairobi, you know what I'm talking about, actually. So I don't have to go there. So by the grace of God, I ended up, I met German couple, and I ended up coming to Germany. In Germany, I was really greeted with, I didn't know that I thought that everyone speak English, actually. So when I got here, I found that, oh my God, that was a shock. Nobody speak the language, nobody speak English, they speak German. I did not speak one word Germany, actually. So, and then you're greeted by this culture shock and hatred and racist, man. And some of us, you come from Kenya, like you're dreaming to go to Majoo, and most of us come with a man. You meet somebody, tourists, and tourists bring you here. Not on this side. Me, I did not come with any man. I met German couple, and they invited me to come to Germany just to visit them. Back then, there was no visa, actually, so I was able to come for 3 months. After 3 months go like this, you don't speak the language, and let me tell you about the winter. Oh my God. You guys, you're thinking that Nairobi is cold.
Germany is more. Was that one of the things you had to adapt to, the weather conditions and the change in weather?
You will not adapt it. Actually, I landed in Germany in January. And January, the temperature was minus 25 degrees. Minus. Wow. Yes. It was freezing. It was windy. And you're coming from Nairobi, you thought that Nairobi was cold, right? So I had like a small little jacket, and it's so slippery and so windy. And I wanted to go back home again.
But you couldn't. You had to stay in Germany and persevere. Are you used to it by now, the weather, or not yet?
Never.
Never. It's still one of those things you're kind of getting used to. And also talk to me about the culture, because you've talked about going to Germany, living there, because as you've said, there are many people who are watching you right now who have that opportunity, who have their visa, who have their plane ticket, and who are excited about the Europe life and all these castles in the air that we build in our minds. But then when the reality actually sets in, what are some of the tips that you'd give such Kenyans who are yet to travel, or Kenyans who are already in the diaspora and who are going through difficult times like weather conditions, food, language barrier, work? What would you tell them?
So actually, for that young girl, I'm talking about the young girl who is still somewhere in Nairobi, who is dreaming about Majoo, like they are going abroad, So mostly Germany. I cannot talk about other countries because I live in Germany, so I would only talk about Germany because this is where I know, and this is where I have lived over 31 years. Germany is not just a place where, okay, some people come like you come with a husband, but the way you know that person when you arrive here, the reality, the shock, the culture, the hatred, the food, you will be shocked. And I'm telling you the truth, a lot of us, we go through depression, a lot of depression, or others, turn on to the glasses, you drink because you're so stressed out. Like you're in the jungle, and familiar jungle, like in Kenya, you are in a jungle somewhere, whether you think you're struggling in Kenya, but at least you are familiar with your jungle, you know how to go about it. But here you will be greeted by the unfamiliar jungle which you don't know. People don't like you. You think that, like me, I was dreaming like as soon as I arrive in Germany, I'll just start working and supporting my family who are so poor and suffering, and I'll start working and sending money. Oh, my friend, nobody will give you even a cleaning job back then.
Wow, those are some of the realities that, as you've said, you don't think about before you leave the country, and then they dawn on you when you're there. Also, your experience, as you've said, you got married, got your papers that allowed you to actually start working, you know, and get your way and be able to send the monies that guys are saying. How was that like? Because I'm sure it's demoralizing. I'm sure it's not the best place to be. But how do you, what are things that you were saying to yourself that kept you going, that kept you motivated until right now you're in a better place, I'd say?
Yes. So actually, the first 3 months I did not have I only have a tourist visa. So back then we didn't need a visa to come to Germany. You could come for 3 months and just stay for free. Then I had to travel again. They bought me the ticket and I went back to Kenya. And when I came back, then now I decided I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. So I struggle. I even ended up like homeless. I can say homeless, technically homeless with nowhere to stay. And then I struggle, but here we call it marry me or go. You know, there's no love. Like you are not expecting to meet somebody like, hey, I love you, baby. Let's get to know each other, and then I will go to meet your parents, and then we get married. No, here you marry because that was the only reason why you could stay here back then. Actually, you have to marry somebody, whether you love them or not. You don't have any choice. But me, me as coming from the village and raised by a pastor from church, so I believe that there is love, that you have to marry somebody you love. And then I ended up, there is no time for love because you don't have time. You only have either 3 months, and when they add you a visa, they actually add you another 3 months. So within those 3 months, you have to decide either you marry or you leave, marry me or leave, that's it. There was no any other thing. So after that, actually, by the grace of God, I struggled and I got my papers. And after getting my papers, another shock again. Hey.
Shock after shock after shock.
A cleaning job. Nobody will even give you a cleaning job.
If you don't have your papers right, wow.
No, even if you have the paper, they will not give you. German had changed actually, but back then, early 90s, you are the black person, they will not give you a job. You cannot get a job, you cannot, there were a lot of struggle. If you're looking for a job, whether you come there like you come as a doctor or you come with your degree, guess what? If you don't go back to school here, you will end up cleaning.
Oh.
They will not give you that job, yes.
Oh wow, those are such harsh realities that we actually have to know about. Living in somewhere that is not home or a foreign land. And right now, as you've said, you have an amazing book that guys can get, guys can read and interact with, and also where you are in life right now. Yeah, I know you haven't reached the peak of the peaks, but you would say at least now the journey is a bit more favorable. Would you say, Millicent?
Oh, yes. So after my first job was cleaning. So after cleaning, I got promoted to work to McDonald's and Burger King. So that was my promotion, actually. So I don't have to clean, but I work. I don't know, Kenya, there's a McDonald's, Kenya, right?
Not yet, but there are a couple of fast food restaurants that we share in common.
Yeah, so that was my promotion job. Then after that, I got tired of that one also. Then I decided like, nope, I'm going back to school. Then I went back to school. I'm telling you, my friend, the German language is so hard. And I'm not the youngest going to school, so you end up going to school, and you're with those young German young teenies who just finished high school, and you go there and you look like a grandma, and they laugh at you. Oh my God! And the language, I almost gave up, but I promised myself that I will never give up, because giving up was not one of my options, because I knew that my family at home needed me so desperately. My father was still alive, my brother had children, my sister, so I had to be strong for them to stay here and stay alive and finish my college and work. And in the middle of nowhere, my father also passed away. So you are going to school, you are grieving. There's no time even for mourning, because you have to fight,
Yes, I definitely know. And you look like such a fun lady to be around. And talk to me about the fun things that you do. Achana na kitabu, achana na maneno mingi ya Germany. What are some of the fun things that bring you joy, that make you smile like the way you're smiling right now?
The thing which makes me joy actually is living my life, supporting the children. I'm so passionate for supporting the poor people, the people who really need me. Those are the people who actually make me going. And as I just want to say also that I don't want to tell the people that Germany is a bad country. No, it's not. It's just the way you approach it. If you are dreaming of coming to Germany, please prepare yourself or get informed. Don't just go there, because you will be disappointed. So just get informed, prepare yourself. If you can, try to learn the language there a little bit before you come here. Don't be like me coming here with, oh, hi, and nobody even look at you. Like you'll greet somebody and nobody will even reply you. So me, I'm a Christian woman. I love God. I love gospel music. I go for a walk in summer. I go jogging. I have a very wonderful job. I have a very beautiful place. So that makes me happy, and I'm still supporting my family actually, because that is what keeps me going.
Ah, yes, amazing. And you've been there 30 plus years. Talk to me about what you do right now, because we started with you, talking to us about your story, how you came up, how you went there, you being a cleaner. But what do you do now? And 30 years are a lot, Millicent. 30 simchezo.
Let me tell you, my friend, like there are some women who came with me, they are still stuck where they are. Here you have to be, only the strongest can survive in this jungle of life. Here you have to be stubborn, you have to know what you want. So I fight. I went to college, I finished college, I started getting a job, and guess what? After finishing the college, actually, I ended up doing the same job which I was doing without a college.
Oh, wow. How things align so well. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for giving us your story. Thank you for encouraging us, because unajua kuna watu wanakusikia sahi na wamekuwa encouraged with all your stories. And where do you usually come back home from time to time?
I do come home actually mostly when here's winter. Mostly I come in December. I come and visit home. But anyway, before I finish, I just want to tell you that I have the best job ever. I'm working with the American government as administrator, and I have the perfect job which you can dream to get. Yes.
Yes, from the smile on your face, I can definitely tell.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you very much. And also, before you leave us, right here on Diaspora Connect, salams are our tradition. Before we let you go, lazima utume salamu. So kindly tuma salamu kwa watu wote wako nyumbani, watu wa Siaya wanakuona sahi wanasema Millicent mtu wetu bane. So please make sure utume salamu. And also guys who are watching you back in Germany, the Kenyan community, watumie salamu.
Okay, the first of all, I just want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to connect with you guys. Thank you so much for having me today. And I want to send my greeting to my brother, Georgie Odworolo, who is in Nyadhi village, and my sister, Margaret Alwoch, who is also in Nyadhi village. And I want to send my greeting to all my nephews and nieces who are living in Nairobi, and some of my nephews and nieces who are here in Germany. And I want to send my best greeting to Miss Yvonne Wamwe. Where are you, Wamwe? My friend. And then also I want to send my greeting to Jetha Okech and all my aunties and all my friends who are living in Germany also. May God bless you guys. And this book, actually, A Pillar of Hope, you can get, is available in Noria. And also is going to be in a textbook center and Prestige in Nairobi. This book is based on a true story. And if I don't want to tell all my story here, but go and grab this copy. This copy will help you. It's talk much about how we can tackle the poverty, because you don't just give, you have to show them how they can tackle the poverty. The causes of child abuse, most of causes of child sexual abuse caused by poverty, because when you are poor, this is when you are so vulnerable. And abusers see that, and then abuser can use that to abuse even children. Even men are being abused, so don't tell me that, men, you guys, you are not being abused. You guys, you are being abused also. You can be abused by, emotionally, or you can be abused sexually also as a man. It's just, let's just stand together and fight child sexual abuse and poverty. And this book is dedicated for all the children and women who have been abused sexually, emotionally, financially, whichever abuses they use, and let's fight this together. And I'm here with you guys. That is my dream, to fight, to come back to Kenya and fight the child sexual abuse, poverty, and all causes of poverty and abuses.
Thank you very much. Thank you for also putting your story out there. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for raising awareness. And we do really appreciate you so much and receive all our heartfelt thank you. And of course, salute to you, Millicent, for all those good things you have accomplished and still keeping that Kenyan grit and spirit, well inside you in the right kind of way. Yes! And talking about in the right kind of way, tuko kwenye Diaspora Connect, just in case you're joining in, na kama umefika sai, shame on you, but we still have so many other vibes on the show right here. Keep on getting interactive with us on the hashtag Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV Kenya. And talking about good things, up at Diaspora Connect, we have many things that we do, and one of them is Diaspora News. So, Lavender, Diaspora News is where I'll tell you a piece of news that is happening somewhere in the world. Also, DJ Kenny, I want also to talk to you. Yes, you. Yes, so these are pieces of news that are happening around the world, shifting cultures, and yes, they are serious in many different kind of ways. So listen to them and then you give me your feedback. So in Spain, they are recruiting 10,000 volunteers to drink wine daily for 4 years. So Lavender, we ungesema aje? For 4 years, 10,000 people wanatafutwa kukunywa wine in Spain for 4 years daily.
Immediately, yes.
Immediately, yes. Wewe uchukuliwe ndege uende upractice.
Sahi.
Why would you say this?
I feel like that's a very good job.
That's a
very easy job. Wine. Come on, let's plan the sahi.
DJ Kenny, wewe unasema aje? Because umesikia wine iko pale, pesa iko, all you need to do is volunteer yourself for 4 years.
Pin location. Right?
Pin location. Hey, kabisa.
Nguo tutanunulia Spain.
Kweli embody the Kenyan, the Kenyan spirit.
Mimi nipigie tu location. Bali mingi
nitafika. Upidiwe location ujipeleke hapo. Also let us know ukiwa mnyumbani manze, hii ni kitu ungependa uparticipate ama hii utawachia wase wa Spain wajibambe. Also, as I told you, this is diaspora news. You never know, news from different places of the world with a different kind of twist and a different kind of meaning, especially when it comes to, you know, things happening around us. Also, tuki switch lanes kidogo. Bado kwa diaspora news, tukienda Japan. Yes, in Japan. Get this. So, in Japan, all you need to do to pass a driving test, just like in Kenya, it's very simple. Uende shule, ufunzwe, uonyeshwe board pale, upite test theory na pia practical, unganishe zote upate driving license. But there is a woman who holds the world record for the most failed driving tests in Japan. She failed it 959 times.
Why?
Okay, that's a good one. Huyo angepelekwa boarding school, lalange huko akirudi. DJ Kenny, what do you think of this? Sijui kama wewe pia umeenda driving, umefail driving test ama bado hizo vitu?
Nimeenda.
Ulifail ama ulipita?
I passed.
Very fast ulipita.
With flying colors.
With flying colors. So when you hear someone failed 959 times, ungemwambia nini?
Yo, is everything okay?
Is everything okay at home?
Yeah.
That's a tough one for real.
Yeah.
Hey, Lavenda, what would you say to mtu akikuja amekwambia amefail a driving test 959 times? Advice gani ungepea?
Hata ya tatu tu acha. 900 umeenda 100.
Paka 900.
Hata walifika aje ya tatu.
Like hata 50. How?
Hata 50 ilikuwa too much.
Hapana, tumeenda sana. I don't even think Kenya watakubali ufanye 900 times.
Hawezi kubali. But as long as unalipa, iende.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Bas huyu sasa tutakuwa tunampandisha tu boda ama baiskeli.
Literally.
Hiyo sasa kwa mambo ya gari
imemkata. Exactly.
I love it. Man, remember this is diaspora news. This is news from all over the world, things that are happening, but also something that is happening all over the world that would like to shine a special light on is Sophia Nzau. She's the first Kenyan East Africa to perform at Tomorrowland, and she performed with Steve Aoki. Look at this. Sophia Nzau there in Tomorrowland, or at Tomorrowland, one of the first Kenyans to perform. And if you don't know, Tomorrowland is the biggest Afro house festival in the whole world. People there, they camp there for days. They spend their days just listening to the best house, electronic, different kinds of music and genres. And Sophia Nzau, because of that amazing, phenomenal song, Mwaki, she got to perform with one of the biggest house DJs, Steve Aoki there. I don't know what you think about this, DJ Kenny, especially being a DJ. How does this make you feel? And of course, being a Kenyan.
I'm actually just looking at her and the crowd, just like, oh my God, this is like a dream come true, man.
It's everything.
It's everything. It's everything.
It's everything. I love that. Lavenda, what would you say?
Wow, I just hope that DJ Kenny gets there.
DJ Kenny gets there for sure.
Yes.
You're set na join as a kuamwaza.
Hey, tutakuwa hapo nyuma.
I love it. And as we said, that right there is Diaspora News. Kenyans, of course, also always putting on when it comes to music and many different aspects of life. Plus you, the most important person on the show, is still here. And I love the fact that you are interacting with me. Remember, earlier on, I had asked you about which other African country that you would love to live in, especially kama uko hapa 254. And I see all your amazing messages coming through. Wacha nisome kadhaa before I go to DJ Kenny to play me something. Now, na Brian Tindi ana come through anasema, wow, that Millicent story from Germany is quite inspiring. Thank you very much. Please make sure you post her social media so that we can connect with her. Usijali, we'll be putting them up. Make sure you follow us at Diaspora Connect KE pale kwenye Instagram, pia at Citizen TV Kenya. Alafu pia Anthony Muiruri ana come through anasema, watching Diaspora Connect all the way from Greece. I'm invited by my brother James from Thika. Keep doing the beautiful work. Big up yourself, sir. Aya, pia niko na hapa Kore anasema, it's Kore here. For me, I would love to live in Mauritius because of their culture and their lifestyle. Imeweza sana. Yes, thank you very much. Keep on interacting with us, connecting with us. This is Diaspora Connect. We'll be taking a short break, but DJ Kenny on the ones and twos, take it away.